into it. This is what I hate about guys. So he telling me to get up, you know, calling me and everything. Um, Talking about he fixing shish kebabs on the grill. I was like, I can get up. He like, I can wake you up. I can help you with that. This, that, and the third. And then I'm like, all right, I get up because I'm hungry anyway. I haven't eaten all day. Um, so I'm like, all right, so if me and my son can come over there, then cool. Like, you feed me, you feed my son too. So I'm like, I'm waiting for his response. He responded. He was like, all right. So I'm like, all right. And then I was like, is you gonna come get us? Come pick us up? And he was like, I can't. I'm on a grill all day. I'm like, so what's the point? Why are you sending me videos talking about you making this, you making these chicken kebabs, this and that, like you trying to get me over there. But then after the fact, you just like, oh, um, I'm on the grill. Like, I can't make it to you. So what's the point? You know, ain't nobody thinking about them kebabs anyway, honestly. But I just knew I had to eat something. Like, all right.
Help me.
Okay, hold on. So then he sent a message like after all that he was like, so then he was like, I'm about to basically see what he can do, and I guess bring the food to me. But bringing the food to me still requires you to come to the house, you know. So then he was like, all right, so he bringing the food to me, and then he was like, if I give you and your son some food, what you gonna do for me? What do I get? At that point, I'm like, I send in the little quick text, a quick response. I don't know, because at that point, I'm like, you playing. Obviously, you're playing. You know, I don't know you that well. Your gesture to me of impression could be you giving me that plate of food, coming over here, like, here you go, actually being a gentleman about it, you know. But instead, you acting like a little boy talking about what do I get? You ain't getting nothing. You know, you getting my time. Because I was me and my son gonna come over there and eat. You getting my time, you know. I'm tasting your food. That should be enough. For real. So obviously that's a red flag, and I don't even care if the conversation go on from there, because that's one of the flags I don't tolerate. You know, I'm at the point where you a F boy. You know, so that's the little chat about today and this guy. And yeah, I don't deal with that BS. He on BS here. Like, there was already a lot of red flags last night when we were talking on the phone, but this, you know, it's so many red flags. It's so many red flags.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's so many red flags. And yeah, so many. Like, I can make a list of them and just tell you all the red flags there are about this guy. So, you know, I was hungry, so I wasn't. So yeah, if anything, I give you a review about your food. So, yeah, I'll talk to y'all next time. And this is why, you know, I feel like it happened fast though. That's what I'm grateful for. It happened fast because at least it was all right up front. Like, everything was on the table. He laid his whole hand out and was like, basically, here, this is all about me. This is what I'm about. You know, period. He got directly to the point. His personality was just like thrown out there. These is all the knots about myself. These are all the red flags about myself. I'm going to throw all these red flags at you, and then boom. You know, maybe guys like this ain't really interested. If they throwing off rip, they throwing all these red flags. What is that saying? That's basically saying, I'm gonna play with you, or I'm not really interested. Because if you're really interested in a woman, you're gonna show her that you're interested. You're gonna show her that you're serious. And the fact that he didn't show me, you know, that he was serious, or he really about me, or he really liked me from jump, you know, that just tells you what it is. Like, I should really be hurt about this. I should really feel some type of way, like, oh snap, you know. I would be feeling like, I would be feeling abandoned, or I would be feeling insecure, really, really insecure. Abandoned towards a situation is basically like you didn't spare my feelings, you didn't spare, anything. So you just, and what? Or abandoning myself, because I actually talked to the guy, so right there, that just lets you know, like really, that's what I would be saying to myself, like, really, this guy. But insecurity is like all the flags he's throwing at me now. I would feel insecure towards the situation because I'm just like, you don't, obviously you throwing these red flags at me, so you don't like me. Sometimes it's that obvious with guys though. It's that obvious, and I feel like it's easy to pick and choose between these guys now. So I feel like that right there is just like, it shows you where you're at on your path. It don't take a week to figure out this guy. I gave this guy my number yesterday. This morning, boom. His hand was laid out for me. He's a red flag. It is what it is. That's how God works in your life. God will show these guys hands. He will make this guy he be like, boom, like, he be like, send it all. He'll tell that he be in his guy's little business, like, I'm gonna force it all out of you. That's what basically God does. Like, he probably, as this guy was texting me and stuff, he put his hand right on that guy, like, this is him. And now it's easy to determine whether or not, God just showed you everything about this guy right there, So, yeah, God works in mysterious ways. So it's easy for me. I just thought I was going to actually get a plate out of the situation. Like, honestly, I'm like, I already knew what it was, so it's like, the least I can get is a plate of food. Like, at least come to my door and give me a plate of food, because since I already know where this is going and I already know this already ended, just give me a plate of food at the least. So, yeah. Obviously, I didn't get that plate of food, but it is what it is, Everything happens for a reason. I'm about to go get my son his ice cream and I'll see y'all next time.